Hello, thanks for joining me today. I'm Nikki and I'm Sew&Snip. So today is a very quick Friday sews. If you watched my last one, you'll know that was a few weeks ago now. But I've been manically busy with work because I've just finished to have 3 weeks off annual leave. So of course everybody's been trying to book in at the last minute. So finished my customers now, thankfully. Exhausted. But I've got 3 weeks off now before the Christmas rush, when I'm manically busy again. So I have managed to do a little bit of sewing. So first of all, I'll show you what I'm wearing. This is a Friday Pattern Company Pogonip. I've made 2 of these, but this one is in a stretch twill. I've had it in my stash for years. I think I bought it from Fabricland. Yeah, back probably 5 or 6 years ago. So when I made this, I thought it's ideal lightweight jacket. It's got the big pocket on the back that you can fold it into with a little carry handle. Nice size pockets, and on this one I used a rib cuffing for the cuffs, the neck and the base band. So yeah, casual wear today because I'm trying to get everything done, so all the housework and everything's out the way. So what else I've been up to this week? As I said, work. So there hasn't been much time for any walks or anything. The only other thing we've done this week is we've signed up to have an allotment. Our village has got a small number of allotments, and there was a waiting list when we first asked, but suddenly 3 or 4 have become vacant. So we went down there on Saturday morning and met up with the ladies that organise it, and hopefully we should be getting an allotment in a few weeks' time. So I might be doing some filming of Friday sews, actually sat down there when it gets a bit warmer. So sewing wise, if you watched last Friday sews, which I think was 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, you'll know that I was using this pattern, the Know Me 2052, because I'd made the white shirt. And I was talking about making the trousers. Well, I've done them. Now hopefully at some point while I'm talking about them, I will put some photos and video up. I've done a little video of me walking around with them styled just with the vest top so you can see them, and with the shirt. And I've tried to recreate the poses as well as a bit of fun. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see that. But here they are. And I've sat by the window so that hopefully you should be able to see how metallic that gold is. Now I bought this fabric from Make Fabric Boutique down in Plymouth, in Devon. I can't remember if it was last summer or the summer before. I think it was last summer. Unfortunately they haven't got it there now, but it's a metallic twill. It's got stretch in it. Yes, I originally bought it thinking a pair of jeans, sort of the tight fitting ones, and then I thought maybe a denim jacket. But looking at that pattern, I thought wide leg trousers, very popular at the moment, aren't they? So I thought it's not my normal style, but I'll have a go at a pair of cropped wide leg trousers. So to give you a closer look, you see I've got this little clear button, but it sort of picks up the light. Hopefully you can see it there. I haven't put my spotlight on by my camera today because it reflected a bit too much. But yeah, I've done it all in the gold, which is got a white back to it. So my pocket linings are the same. So it's got its 2 pockets at the front and 2 patch pockets at the back. It's all top stitched. I just did that in the plain white thread. And it's got belt loops. They're really wide compared to most belt loops I've made before, but I thought, well, I'll go with the design and see what they're like. So I quite like the look of them now they're on. I haven't tried it with a belt yet. But yeah, the fly went in neatly. Oh, got a thread there. It was instructions for doing the fly than I've done with fly fronts before, but it had lots of details in it. There was lots of small steps as you went along to do your fly. So yeah, it went in nice and neatly. It wasn't the easiest fabric to work with because of the stretch. It is quite lightweight and it did stretch at times, but I think I got a neat finish in the end. Yeah, so the pattern, I really liked it. Quite simple to follow. As normal with the big 5 ones, they don't seem to tell you when to finish your seams. So I always finish my seams as I go along. There was only once they said, I think that was on the fly guard, to finish the outer edge before adding it to your trouser front. But yeah, just like the normal big photos, I don't think any of them actually tell you to finish seams, but I finished everything on the overlocker. The only thing I did differently, you probably can't see, but in this one, it's got the frayed edge at the bottom. I wanted these to be a little bit sort of dressier finish, so I've just done a double fold hem so that it looks neat. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with them, and I'm sure I will be taking them on holiday with me. So I think I went through the pattern on last Friday sews, but just to go over it again. They suggested for these trousers chino, denim, micro suede, stretch wovens or twill. It's from a size 8 to 26. So hip or waist wise, that's 24 to 41 inches, and hip wise 33.5 to 50 inches. Yeah, let me know what you think. As I said, it's a different sort of style for me. I have got a couple of wider leg trousers, but I've tended to make them long. But yeah, I just liked her look, so I thought I'd go for that. So yeah, that's that one. And the only other sewing I've done was a swimsuit. Now it's so cold at the moment, I wasn't going to put this on to show you pictures. If I get any on holiday, I might be brave enough to put it on my catch-up video or on Instagram. So a bit difficult to see. I've used this sparkly material, which is more of a dance wear fabric, nice bit of stretch, but I've made a swimsuit in it before, years ago, and I still wear it. We've got a hot tub in the garden, so I quite often wear it in there, so it's still going strong. So I thought, right, I'll use up this again to make this on the first attempt. Black fold over elastic around the edges, and I put power mesh in for the deep V. What I'll do is I'll download the photo from the website as well, so you can see it properly. But this swimsuit pattern I was actually given by the lady that runs the website. Now I'm going to try saying it, but I'll probably pronouncing this wrong. Pogonip. The lovely lady from there sent me a message. I followed the Instagram page for a couple of years now. She does lingerie, swimsuits, and there's a few small sort of felt toys as well. But I followed her on there and looked at all the things, but I thought, oh, I'm not sure. With the plan that one day I would buy one, but she saw that I'd been following, so she messaged me and said, would I like a pattern free of charge, just for me to try out. No sort of pressure to do anything about it on my vlog or on Instagram, but she just wanted some feedback on what we thought of the patterns. So I thought, great, I'll give it a go. So I looked through and I chose this pattern. So that's the Doll Scissor swimsuit. As I said, I'll put all the details in the notes below because I'm probably not pronouncing it right. But yes, so I downloaded it. It's a print at home. Just it comes on the A4, and it's drafted for a height of 160 to 165 centimetre height. You make it by your hip measurements. So they do from an extra small, which is a UK 4, to a 3XL, which is a UK 18. It's not the biggest of size bands at the moment, but obviously she's an independent, so it may be something she looks to do in the future. But yes, I downloaded it and printed it, perfectly printed. As you can see, this is the cover page with my scribbles all over it. So she lists on there the supplies that you need. There's no actual amounts, but obviously once you printed the pattern piece out, the idea is you can then measure how much you're going to need for your individual size. Now, when you print out, each size is printed separately on separate pages, so you don't have to print the whole lot. You can just print the pages that are relevant to the size that you go for. So I went for a medium. I'm slightly shorter than the size she's drafted it for, so it's a tiny little bit long in the body, so it wrinkles a little bit at the waist, but I'm happy with that. And obviously it was my first time making it, so I didn't want to do any alterations at that point. Now, it doesn't actually come with any written instructions, which to start with I thought was a little bit off-putting. Obviously I've been sewing for over 30 years, so I sort of can know the process, but I'm used to having written instructions. But she does step-by-step videos on all her patterns via YouTube. So I found that on there, and she does cover everything on it. So what I did was I watched it first, then I found the fabric and cut everything out, and then I watched each stage as I was sewing, stopping it and going back again if I needed to check. But actually she makes it so straightforward, sort of telling you what bits you need to stretch and what bits you don't. So yeah, I really enjoyed making it. It came together quite quickly. It wasn't too bad. So you got the two pieces at the front, and you can put a contrast fabric if you didn't want a sheer one, but I thought as I had the power net I'd try it. So it's got elastic on the inside there. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's sort of it's the pico edge elastic on the inside, and then the fold over elastic all around the side, so it looks a little bit wrinkly like that, but obviously when I've got it on it's stretched out more. So yeah, really enjoyed making that. And you could also make it as a bodysuit underwear, and she's got lots of other patterns for swimsuits now as well. I think in the last month I've seen at least a couple more swimsuits go on to her site, and a couple of bikinis, and then lots of lingerie. So yeah, so that's my two makes that I've sort of done over the last couple of weeks. Hope you've enjoyed seeing them. Hopefully, as I said, there'll be pictures of the trousers and shirt. Hopefully I've already put them in. If not, I'll put them at the end. Swimsuit, I might brave some pictures after I've been on holiday. So it'll probably be a few weeks now before I do another video. Although I might take you along when I do some packing, just so you can see what out of my wardrobe that I decide to take with me. And I'll probably do a video or some bits of video when I'm away as well to share when I come back. I'll probably do that as a separate video, because I know lots of people, they like to just concentrate on the sewing side of it on the main vlogs. So I'll probably do a holiday one separate, so that if you're not interested in watching it, then you don't have to. I know I'm very lucky to be going on holiday for a couple of weeks. I know not everybody can at this particular time, so I fully understand you might not want to watch me in a sunny climate. So I know what that feels like, because we've had many years where we haven't been able to go on holiday. So hopefully I'll do another video like that separate, so you can watch if you want to. But in the meantime, thank you for listening to me ramble on again today. I feel like I'm getting out of practice by not doing these weekly, so hopefully, especially once Christmas is out of the way, I'll be able to get back into the flow of doing it more regularly. But thanks again for listening. If you like what you've heard today, please press the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really love it if you did. I'm still hanging around the 720 subscribers, which is amazing, but it's been there for a few weeks now, so it would be nice to have a few more. But that's it for now. See you all again soon. Happy sewing.